and your resources. And in the real world, people are compensated based on the allocation of their time, their talent, and their resources. But in most cases, people are undercompensated for their time, their talent, and resources. And because of that, their income is average income. Their primary income remains average income for the longest period of time. And because your primary income remains at average income and your expenditure in most cases climbs up faster than your income, it leaves you with a deficit at the end of every month, which means that you do not have a net income, you do not have a surplus, but you have a deficit. And what do I mean by a deficit? It simply means that your income is much lower than your expenditure. And because your income is lower than your expenditure, the quality of life that you want for yourself, you may never attain it if you do not understand how to master residual income. And this is exactly why most people remain trapped, and this is the reality around the world. But let me say this to you. If you apply this life predictable formula to your life, it's easy, but not so easy. Because there's so many people in the world today who are fully aware that yes, your average income might be 500 US dollars. Your expenditure for rent alone might be 250 US dollars. Your transportation or food, let's take food, maybe 30 US dollars. So that already eat up 80% of your income. And you still have your phone bill, you still have your light bill, you still have your telephone bill, you still have transportation bill, you still, if you have a child or two, you still have the bill to take care of your children. So here is where your income is way lower than your expenditure. All right? And because of this, you are on the treadmill. And what you say to yourself is that if you step out of the treadmill, things will get worse. What I want to advise you is that at all times it's not about stepping off of the treadmill. You'll get to that point at the right time. But before you even step off of what might be known as primary income or guaranteed income, you need to start thinking of residual income or secondary income. And this, I know, poses a tremendous challenge to most people. You go through challenge 1 month, 2 months, year in and year out, and you're thinking what next you can do to step out of poverty, to step out of your financial difficulty. You're seeing some possibility, but then you're not trained to see the beginning, the end, and the in-between of a given process to step out of poverty and to step out of challenges. At Global Branding and Marketing, we help you to develop what is known as your personal life master plan. And in your personal life master plan, we give you enough content that will help you to develop residual income and not even have to divorce yourself from what is your primary income until your residual income builds up enough for you to make an educated and informed decision to break loose from any system that is going to hold you back. So again, I want to encourage you to inbox me. And if you're the kind of person that see yourself as becoming a gifted communicator, a compassionate leader, people that wants to add value to people in the world, if you see yourself as someone who is willing to add value in the world, because at Global Brand and Marketing, Our key focus is about adding value to humanity, diversifying businesses, giving businesses the support to integrate into world trade and compete and win. We don't compete based on existence factor. We compete by helping you to become the best brand of yourself. You got a unique thumbprint. So when I talk about competing, it's competing against yourself, your thumbprint, where you become the best brand of yourself. If you see yourself as that kind of person who wants to add value in the world, who wants to become the game changer, the dream maker, and the trendsetter, who wants to become the global thinkers and social actors and transformational leaders, reach out to this podcast. Inbox me and be willing to accommodate you, provide you with training that can literally transform your life. And as I said again, we are sponsoring over 200 persons with this initiative. The cost of this program is 5,000 US dollars, but we are paying every single cent for you. You don't have to worry about a dime, and we're going to pay you to learn. So what do you have to lose? So I want to encourage you to take action now. You see, the inability to take action on your dreams and your hopes and your aspirations is one of the reasons why you self-inflict poverty on your life. And I want you to break away from that poverty-driven mindset, that mindset of fear, that mindset of doubts, that mindset of limitation. I want you to break away from it. Because here is where a good shepherd and a bunch of good shepherds at Global Branding and Marketing wants to commit their time and their talent and their resources to help humanity to become the best brand of themselves. I'm happy to say to you that yesterday certainly was my B-day, and I spent it pretty well, giving service to humanity. And we had some pretty interesting young people who was a part of the program, young people and mature adults who were a part of the program, and they were tremendously overwhelming. We have now about 3 social psychologists with us. We have a number of charismatic persons who are with us, passionate people who I know will bring their level of energy and vibration, positive energy and positive vibration, to give you the support and the empowerment that you need to break away from lack and limitation, to break away from doubts and break away from fear and break away from every shackle that is designed to keep you trapped. All right, so reach out to us. Again, I want to emphasize, because I keep saying that there's a humanitarian side of me, and I really can't fight it. I find that the humanitarian side of me very often supersede the corporate side of me. And I'm just a compassionate person by nature. And I believe that the world is truly in need of people who are compassionate, people who can care for humanity, people that genuinely love humanity. So I think after many years of struggling between the humanitarian side and the corporate side, I have finally found a methodology where I can merge my true humanitarian nature and my corporate aspiration as one. And this is part of that process that I'm bringing to you. I want to say this: when you join with us, when you become a part of Global Branding and Marketing, you're exposed to a number of systems and programs that will touch and transform your lives. You will be introduced to what is known as the Network Management Program. This is a beautiful program. It helps you to build communication skills. It helps you to connect with people. It helps you to understand what is leverage mastery, and not only understand, it gives you the tools to apply your skill set to attain leverage masteries. You will also learn about the codes for accelerated business growth, because we are a pro business model. But of course, I say we put tremendous emphasis on human resource development, because we know for a fact that no organization can develop, no country can develop. The world will be where it's at, because if the human resource doesn't grow, we cannot fix the world by fixing what is in the world. We first of all have to fix the world by fixing what is within us. And when we fix what is in us by developing us to become the best brand of ourselves, helping us to connect with our deeper sense of self, where we can unlock our purpose, our passion, and our gifts, is where that transformation will start to take place, not only in our lives, but in our homes, in our communities, in our countries, and in the world. So global branding and marketing is on the ball in terms of fixing the human capital issue. And we know by fixing the human capital issue, we're going to be able to fix the issues in the home, the issues in the community, the issues in the country, and the issues in the world. So again, I want to encourage you to join us. For those who might be joining me for the first time, let me introduce myself again. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the author of several books. This is one of my books, which is Self-Application Best Practices. And this is a beautiful book that will truly help you to understand how to apply yourself. It's not enough to have knowledge. It's important for you to apply that knowledge to affect an environment in a positive way. And this book gives you those tools and those techniques as to how you can truly apply yourself. This is one of another book, which is Billionaire Codes. And these books also talk a lot about some additional techniques, and it also gives you systems in terms of how you can come into your ultimate success story. So I want to thank you for taking time out and for being with me this morning. And I must ask this question again, because I don't want you to waste a lot of time with your life. Your life is precious. If you're given an opportunity to live the life of your dreams, would you take it or would you leave it? I want you to seriously consider this, and I want you to stop sitting on the fence. I want you to stop procrastinating with your dreams and your hopes and your aspiration. And I want you to take this opportunity in your hand right now and act on it. We have a team of people who are committed to working with you and taking you to that next stage of development. Do you have your life master plan? Don't you need your master plan for your life? I want to say this to you. You can't build your home and your house without a master plan. You can't build your dream without your master plan. You know why? Every professional contractor that I know, before he starts building, he has what is known as his builder's plan drawing. Do you have the builder's plan drawing for your life? You are the greatest asset the world has ever known, and the greatest asset the world will ever know. But do you have the master plan for your life? I know you might have never been told this, but I want to say it to you. If you can measure it, you can monitor it. And if you cannot monitor it, you cannot control it. Your master plan is what allows you to measure how far you want to go. And because you can measure how far you want to go, you can now monitor if your steps are in actions to where you want to go. You can monitor it. And if they're not in action, not in alignment with where you want to go, you can then take steps to control it. All right? So we want to help you to develop your life master plan. We want to help you to come into your ultimate success story. So reach out to us and become a part of Global Branding and Marketing and the excellent programs that we are rolling. Very soon we will launch a series of masterclass programs, master programs that are designed to truly help you to become the best brand of yourself. I trust you enjoyed the concept today. I say the concept is ROMI, R-O-M-I, and what the concept means is returns on my investment. And I want you to think about that as we pull the curtain down on today's program. You are investing your labor. Your labor represents your time, your talent, and your resources. But the return you're getting, is it adequate? If the return that you're getting is not adequate, I want to encourage you to connect with me. And let us help you build a system that will truly see you becoming highly rewarded, highly recognized, highly empowered for your labor. It has been a pleasure being with you today. I look forward to being with you very soon in the next podcast. So do enjoy today's Sunday. Until the next podcast. Be blessed.